Right, morning. Welcome to the next section of the Suffolk Coastal Path. So this video is Covehithe to Southwold.
Is full of questions and the sky is full of rain. When I'm worrying about what I can't change, I take a look at my reflection and try to make a funny face, and for a second all my sorrows melt away. As if we just smile, we can forget all of our troubles for a while. We can just live inside this moment, you and I.
Right, here we are, back on the sand. So we just got Covehithe Broad just to the right of us here. North Sea on the left. Sun's now coming out. It's going to be a lovely day. What a cracking day. So we're just under the cliffs at Easton Bavents at the moment, and I'll stick a link up the top there just now to a video I made a few years ago when we found a World War II bunker in the woods up there, which is quite interesting to have a look at if you fancy taking a look at that. And we'll soon be on Easton Broad. So here we are at Easton Broad, and you can see from behind us there's not a great deal of water in there, and that's realistically down to the fact that they've had to open or make a cut on the beach there to allow some of the water to escape, because this area further up where the road is from Wrentham to Southwold, that generally tends to flood. So if there's not a cut, then that road floods, so they've had to release some of the water there. But we done a little micro adventure here a couple of years ago. I'll stick a link to that up the top there just now, where we took a walk down here, took a pack raft and paddled up amongst the reeds there, which was an absolute cracking day, that was. Right then, we've just got to see whether we can actually cross and get through to Southwold. Right, time to do some fording. I think that's going to be shoes off, socks off, trousers around your knees, and try and get across there. It's quite deep, that little channel is. But we'll give it a go. Try over there. Well, that didn't work. I have wet trousers, nearly fell over. I had to put my hand down to stop myself falling over, which was holding my shoes, so they're soaked.
Marley, no, stay. Marley, we know. We know you're wet as well. Yes, I feel sorry for you very much. But you'll be dry in no time. Daddy won't. Yes, I know.
Ugh. Sopping wet.
Oh, Marley, you're covered in mistakes. Yes, your bum looks lovely. Just come in.
Right, so we'll come up onto the cliff just south of Easton Broad, as the sea's quite high and it's smashing up on the cliffs. There is a footpath running along the cliff here. There's a house just in front of us. This footpath is not actually on the map, so I'm not so sure what happens when we get to this house a little bit further up, but it gets us a little bit closer to Southwold, otherwise we wouldn't be able to make it today. What? What bar? Alright, the sea got a bit close to this one. That's been demolished. You've got another two that are sitting a little bit further inland there, and they're still alright. But here we are, sunny Southwold. Twinned with Chelsea. Hardly any permanent residents that don't have a second home somewhere else. It is, you know, it's a beautiful place, Southwold, and that's hence the reason why it's so busy in the summer here, and hence the reason why everyone's buying up property and stuff here. But you know, it's just costed all of the locals out of the place now because they just can't afford to buy properties in their hometowns. Right, let's have a walk along the prom and then down to the harbour. Right, so we're on a bit of concrete at last after that beach. That was an absolute killer, that was. So we've got the River Blythe behind us here, which separates Southwold and Walberswick. We will be starting the next leg on the other side over there in Walberswick. You've got two methods of getting across the river here in Southwold. Come the summer months, you've got a row ferry that goes across to Walberswick from Southwold Harbour there, or you've got a footbridge which is further down the River Blythe there. Right, we're going to continue past the lifeboat shed, down to the harbour there, see whether we can find some decent seafood for lunch. Right, so here we are. So we made it to the Solway Fish Company here on the harbour in Southwold. So in total today it's been an 8.4k walk that we've had today. So this place behind us here is absolutely fantastic for your fresh fish, your sailfish. You can sit down outside. You've got a chip shop just to the side there as well. So we're going to find out what they've got and see what we can have for lunch. Cheers.
Ooh.
Oh.
Calm down. Yes, Mum's got your dinner. Calm down. Oh.
Right then, so there we go. So that's the finish of this section here today. So that's Covehithe to Southwold, a total of 8.4k. It's been a cracking day walking along the beach here today, and a cracking meal at the end of it as well. So thank you for watching this week's video. I'll stick the first two sections up on there for you to take a look at, and we'll see you next time on the next section.